a non-conference doubleheader. Hi, everyone. Steve Webster with you, along with Aaron Clark, Landon Winkler, back in the studios at the Eagle Media Center, 12th and Main. Excited to bring you the season opener at home tonight for the Great Bend Panthers. Our first game featuring the Lady Panthers. They're off to a 3-1 start, losing their first game on Saturday to Haven in the championship game of the Kingman Eagle Classic, taking on the Larned Indians, who come in with a record of 1-3. Well, a 3-0 start coming to an end Saturday, as the Lady Panthers ended up falling to Haven in that championship game 40-35. Haven, currently ranked 7th in Class 3A, gave the Panthers their best look of the year. And Great Bend wanted to get off to a better start tonight, as they fell behind by 10 points in the first half. It was 19-9 early in the second quarter, and the Lady Panthers started to wake up a little bit. They went on an 11-2 run that extended the rest of the second quarter and early into the second half. Then it was 23-22. It was 25-24. Lady Panthers just could never get that shot to go that would put them in the lead. Sadie Spray, a three-point play, a layup, and an and one right at the end of the third quarter. 29-27 going to the final frame, but 1:22 left. It was a one-point game, and Haven was able to get 2 buckets in a row, and that ended up being the final score, 40-35, as the Lady Panthers dropped their first game of the season. Sadie Spray and Kenzie Kramer each leading the way with 10 points in the game for the Lady Panthers. Tonight they get the Larned High School Indians, who are just 1-3 on the season. They just participated in the Katy Classic at Larned last week, and did pick up their first win of the season, as they were able to win on night number 2 in the consolation bracket, a 40-34 win over Spearville, but then got beat by 4 points by Maxville in the 5th place game, and 37-33. That was the same score they lost to Ellis by in the first round, 37-33. And they also have a 2-point loss in their season opener on December 2nd against Pratt, 52-50. Thing you can say about this team under head coach Jared Smith is this program is getting better. Last year they went just 3-18. That was Jared Smith's first year coaching the girls. Of course, he had coached the Larned boys previous to that, and took the Indians to the 3A state tournament in 2019. But they may not have enough tonight for the Lady Panthers, but it's still a good chance for Great Bend to get out, get on the home floor, get the juices going, and as I said, get off to a better start here tonight. Great Bend against Larned, first of 2 here on B104.3 The Point. When we come back, we'll get the pregame thoughts of head coach Cindy Beck. You're listening to Panther Basketball on B104.3 The Point, powered by BTI and Great Bend. They are your John Deere dealer.
Plumbing and heating emergencies rarely happen between 9 and 5. That's why the pros at Comfort Pro are available 24/7, 365. Comfort Pro, the area's largest Bryan dealer, is just a phone call away. Your problem is no problem for Comfort Pro.
Even the cleanest houses and offices struggle with mold and mildew in the air ducts of their heating and cooling systems. Magna Dry Cleaning Services in Great Bend offers complete air duct cleaning. Magna Dry Cleaning Services, just north of 24th and Main.
Dom Pipe Testing is proud to bring you live coverage of Panther sports. Dom Pipe Testing provides hot oiler, steaming, hydro testing, and rack testing services in the oil field and beyond. For quick, reliable service, call Dom Pipe Testing and go Panthers.
Do you need some trees removed, fill dirt or rock for landscaping or driveway? Maybe you need some demolition work done or a giant waste container. Whatever the job, make the call to Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, 421 Washington Street in Great Bend.
Panthers taking on Larned tonight, home opener for Great Bend High. Cindy Beck joining us right now. This place has never looked better.
It is. It's exciting to get back to our home court. You know, we haven't had that opportunity yet this season, and so it's always good to get out in front of your home crowd.
You know, I was telling somebody earlier, last time I broadcast a game in here, it was 1988. I don't remember the games, but it's been a while. But this has always been one of my favorite arenas. It's just got such, I don't know. This is a high school basketball gymnasium.
It's one of my favorite gyms. I don't know if, being a Great Bend grad, if it's because of that, but it's a cool atmosphere. I think they've done some really nice things, and you just kind of have that feeling of fans all on top of you. It is. It's a little bit of that old school style building, and I like it too. I'm with you.
Okay, impressions of your team, say, go back to Wednesday, getting ready to play 3 games in 3 days. Now that you played 3 games in 3 days, you come back, you've been able to look at all the video and everything else. What do you think now?
I think we did some really good things for those 3 days. I do feel like watching film, it got to us a little bit that early part of the season, 3 games. We were a little more tired than I wish we would have been, but that happens. I felt like we had some highs and we had some frustrating points too. And that's kind of one of the things that felt like we were always a second half team in a lot of situations. And I really want to see us come out tonight and start right from the first quarter, right from the tip, really kind of be aggressive and play our game for the whole 4 quarters.
Yeah, kind of like coaching free throws. So how do you get going sooner?
That's going to be something we kind of talk about. And I think a big thing we've been talking about in practice is bringing that energy with your voice. Whether that's communication on defense or it's from the bench, people cheering each other on, or, good shot, hey, let's go get the next one. It's just got to be a constant communication with the kids, and that just will bring the whole energy of the whole game up.
Be nice if Sadie scored 24 points every game, but she's not going to, and we saw that Saturday when you need some other kids to step up, and I thought they did that for part of the game.
That's going to be part of it, and that's what especially good teams that scout you and they are aware of, hey, this girl went off for 24 this game or 16 this game. They're going to adjust to that. And we've got to find ways, one, to adjust to it and find ways still to get her the ball because she is someone we still need her to score. It may not be 24, but we can't, we don't want to go away from what works for us. But I agree in the same sense. Kenzie Premer hit a bunch of big shots for us in that game on Saturday. Emily Hall starting to come around. And so that's what we've got to have is just knowing what we're looking for, what we're wanting to go through, but yet also understanding there's got to be other people looking to score.
Okay, half-court offense, where you think you are with that?
I felt after looking at stuff from Saturday, that Saturday was the first time we really saw any man against us, and I felt like we were doing a little bit of all one speed in our motion offense. We were cutting, but we never changed the speed of the game, and that's got to be something we talked about yesterday in practice is you got to get that defense to relax, and then you take the cut so that they're a half step behind or a step behind. And so that's something we kind of talked about, keeping our spacing wide and not everyone all running to the ball at the same time. I felt like we kind of clogged ourselves up a little bit. So I'm kind of anxious to see. I think Larned will come out in a little bit of man. So kind of anxious to see how we handle that, and hopefully we can make some of those adjustments.
Yeah, this Larned team, I was watching their games, and Katie, I didn't even recognize them. Jared Smith's done a great job with them. Good basketball coach, and they'll come in here and compete tonight.
Oh, absolutely. He's done a really nice job with them these last couple of years, and he's got those girls playing hard. Working on those defensive fundamentals, positioning and things like that, and even the fundamentals of the game on the offensive end. I think they're a team that in the 3 years I've been here, they keep getting better, and so that's got to be something we come in prepared for.
Okay, feelings going in, Cindy?
I want to just see us play well. I want to see a good night, putting a whole game together. When something goes bad, we got to have a quick adjustment and get back on the right side of the ball.
All right, good luck tonight.
Thank you so much.
All right, Cindy Beck with us on the Venture pregame show. Stay with us. Your starters coming up next on B1043 The Point, powered by BTI in Great Bend.
Thank you very much.
Sutherland staff and knowledgeable experts can help you plan any project. When it comes to home improvement and building materials, remember Sutherland's of Great Bend, a proud supporter of Panther sports. Sutherland's helping America build it better since 1917.
Delgado's Mexican Restaurant at 10th and Stone Street is a proud supporter of the Great Bend High School Panthers. They're open for lunch from 11 to 2, dinner from 5 until 8:30, Monday through Friday. And for catering, give them a call and taco about it. Delgado's.
Get the latest 5G devices at Nextech Wireless. Now you can get the iPhone 14 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus on us. We are Kansas.
Tooth loss is no laughing matter. Dr. Joe Rosenberg can fit you with conventional dentures or mini implants for single tooth loss. No pain, just gain. Keep your smile. Dr. Joe Rosenberg Family Dentistry in Larned, St. John, and Great Bend.
Welcome back, Panther Fieldhouse. Steve Webster along with Aaron Clark getting set to bring you Great Bend and Larned. Game 1 of 2 tonight. Lady Panthers taking on Larned here in the first matchup. Aaron Clark, Lady Panthers 3-1. Got beat by a pretty good Haven team on Saturday night. Thoughts on the first 4 games with this team?
I think the big story of the season so far for the Panthers has been their defense, and we've talked about it on every broadcast. but they just play a hard press defense, and then they fall back into a zone, and it works really well for them. It puts a lot of pressure on the opposing team's ball carriers. It forces them to have to play clean, and they're able to jump in passing lanes to generate not only a lot of steals, but a lot of tipped passes, and it just really messes with the flow that opposing offenses are trying to get set up. And I've been really impressed by the Panthers' defense. Their shooting numbers could be a little bit better. I have them shooting 34% from the field as the team. I'm sure Coach Beck wants to see that improve, but overall, I think the effort's been great, and I've liked what I've seen from the Lady Panthers.
I want to remind you tonight's pregame show brought to you as always by Venture Corporation. From parking lots and running tracks to highways and interstates, that is Venture Corporation. About 3.5 minutes away from tip-off here tonight. Panther Pep Band doing a great job as always here, and we'll have basketball going here momentarily. Just a couple other games tonight in the Western Athletic Conference. Garden City's at home tonight, taking on Life Prep, and Dodge City is at Woodward, Oklahoma. Now you look at the WAC standings on the girls' side. A couple of teams are ranked this week. Liberal off to a 3-0 start. They were not in the 6A rankings at all last week. And the rankings that were released today by the Kansas Basketball Coaches Association, Liberal has moved up to the number 5 spot at 3-0. Hayes High off to a 4-1 start, ranked 10th this week in Class 5A. And then you have the Panthers off to the 3-1 start. Garden City is 2-2, and Dodge City, as they're in Woodward, Oklahoma tonight, they have a record of 0-2. Let's go and run down your starting lineups. They're brought to you by the Marmy Auto Group, your home for Chevrolet, GMC, Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. For the Larned Indians, coached by Jared Smith, here's how they will go tonight. Jaden Pinkston, a 5'5 junior, averaging 4 points. She is averaging 4 assists a game, and she's their leading three-point shooter. She's made 4 three-pointers in their first 4 games. Liz Herrera, 5'4 seniors, played a lot of basketball for the Lady Indians, averaging 2 points and 2 rebounds a game. Mackenzie Reinert, a 5'3 junior, averaging 3 points, 3 boards a game. She's hit 2 three-pointers this year, along with Herrera. Akilah Collins, a 5'10 junior. Collins, very athletic, 8 points, 7 rebounds. And Carly Lemas, just a 5'10 sophomore, and she's the future for Larned. Nice player, even though just a sophomore, averaging 12 points and 7 rebounds a game. She's hitting 58% from the floor. For the Lady Panthers tonight, and head coach Cindy Beck, Sadie Spray, 5'8 junior. Sadie averaging 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 6 steals per ball game. Emily Hall, 5'9 junior. Emily and Sadie both named to the All-Tournament team at the Eagle Classic last week. Emily averaging 7 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists per contest. Kenzie Pramer, a 5'8 junior, 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And Kenzie had 10 points in that game against Haven on Saturday. That was her season high, her career high, 11. That was done last year against Hutchinson and Garden City. Paige Thexton, 5'6 junior. Paige averaging 3 points and 4 rebounds per game on the season. And Jillian Reimer got in foul trouble. Didn't get to play as many minutes as I know she wanted to in that game against Haven, as she picked up 3 fouls early in that game and then got her 4th in the second half. 5'7 sophomore, averaging 3 points and 1 assist a game. And Kara Feist has been coming off the bench. Kara, 5'9 sophomore, averaging 5 points, 5 rebounds, and she has hit 3 three-pointers, 3 for 13 on the season, and she's tied with Sadie Spray for the team lead in three-point shooting this year. But Sadie, who shot over 30% last year, just 3 for 18 so far this season. Lady Panthers averaging 43 points a game. They're giving up only 28. Most they'd given up had been 26 before Haven got 40 on Saturday. Lady Panthers hitting 34% from the floor. Opponents 31%. Panthers just 20% from 3. They're averaging 2.3 trays per contest. Good free throw shooting team so far for this team, 69%. They're out rebounding their opponents by an average of 1 per game. And the Lady Panthers turning it over 17 times per contest. And 28 turnovers is what they have forced so far this season. Well, we're about to go here at the Panther Fieldhouse, Larned and Great Bend. Our pregame show brought to you by Venture Corporation. From parking lots and running tracks to highways and interstates, that's Venture Corporation. Opening tip coming up next on B104.3 The Point, powered by BTI in Great Bend.
Farmers Bank and Trust, committed to supporting the communities we serve. From ag lending, home loans, and mobile banking to participation in the activities that make a community strong. We're proud to help bring you this Panther broadcast. Farmers Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
The trouble with the future is that it keeps getting closer and closer. It is important to begin developing a plan today. At Edward Jones Great Bend, they like to look at your individual needs before anything else. Call Todd Armitage, Jim Bopat, Chris Sundahl, or Jim Armitage at Edward Jones Great Bend today.
This is Julie from the Field House, and we are a proud supporter of the Great Bend Panthers. Here at the Field House, we believe that starting youth in athletics build character and leadership skills. So check us out at fieldhousegb.com.
Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine is the athletic training and sports medicine provider for Panther Sports. On the court or off, you can count on Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine to get your life back. Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, 4801 10th Street in Great Bend.
Hi, this is Karen Reddick. Scott and I would like to do a shout out to the Panther cheerleaders. They work hard every game to provide leadership, sportsmanship, and team spirit. Go Panthers! From Scott's Welding, look for the signs west of 10th and Patton Road, Great Bend.
Beef, it's what's for dinner. America's taste for beef continues to grow, and much of that nutritious product is produced here in our local community. Innovative livestock services, Ward Feed Yard, Great Bend Feeding, and Barton County Feeders are proud to support area athletes in today's game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your starting lineups. For Larned in guard, the 5'3" junior, number 11, Jaden Kingston. And for the Panthers, at guard.
Welcome back, Panther Fieldhouse. Steve Webster, Aaron Clark, just delighted to be part of this home atmosphere here in this place. I said earlier, it was 1988. It was actually 1989 because it's the 88-89 season. It's just, and Kevin Sapezi reminded me that was 33 years ago. But I returned to broadcast games in my favorite venue in all of high school basketball. That's even saying more than, you know, the old Frog Dome in Pratt was pretty impressive. But no, this is high school basketball. I love this place.
You know, I got to see the Frog Dome. Drove by it on our way to Kingman there for that tournament. I can't be more excited to be back here. I've seen so many games here from being a kid. I love the environment. I love, like, we got kind of a dome, you know, or kind of a bowl, rather.
You've got walkthroughs up there, man. I mean,
yeah.
This
I'm excited to be here, though. Excited. You say you're making your return here. I'm making my start. We've got two fresh starts for us here, and I'm happy to be back in the field house here at Great Bend.
Well, so what do? You go out there. So your experience on the athletic field has been with football, but you know that's one of them things. Okay, we need to start faster. What's that mean?
Yeah, I think it means the energy that they come out with, and we've talked about them. We've talked about the Panthers needing to come back a little more and start with better energy. They've been a second half team, and I think that's just Coach Beck being able to get her girls going in the locker room at halftime. And I think they really need to be able to, like, have one player like Sadie or Emily Hall step up and really get the girls going before the game. And we'll see the Panthers play complete two halves.
Panthers will play again here on Friday night as Emporia will come to town. The Emporia girls currently ranked third. Their boys team's very good as well. So, well, get past this first tonight against Larned. Kind of like that. Lights come back on here. Here we go.
Yeah, it definitely sets a nice ambiance to the room there with the impressive lights. We got the old Chicago Bulls starting lineups theme going.
Well, tonight's opening tip brought to you by Barton Community College. Explore your future at Barton. Lady Panthers tonight in their home whites with the black numerals, the black and red trim. They'll move from right to left. And Larned in their road black uniforms trimmed with the white numerals trimmed in the orange. They move from left to right, and the tip's going to be controlled by Larned. We're underway, and it'll be Jaden Pinkston. She's done a good job operating this offense. Lady Panthers will start in a man-to-man defense. Akila Collins told you about her, very athletic. And now Reinert, that is McKenzie. She's got a sister, Maddie, that plays on the team. Pinkston trying to back in, lobbed it low, and it's going to go out of bounds off the hand of Carly Lemons. Lemons does a good job getting position down low and shielding the defender. That pass a little bit out of her reach, and the Lady Panthers with the basketball for the first time. And into the front court is Jillian Reimer. It'll be a man defense by Larned, and the Panthers started with a lob over to the right side. This is something you want to see the improvement come in as the half-court set into Emily Hall. She's like a point guard in the paint. Kramer kicks it right back out to Sadie as Larned's come out pretty intense on defense. The Panthers will go right back to the top. Kinsey looking down the lane, goes left elbow. Reimer in the corner, three, swish. Well, that's the way you want to start it. Paige Sexton hit a three to start the game. That was a two-pointer is what they're saying, but Paige hit the first shot of the game against Haven going back to Saturday. 2-0 Lady Panthers. Full court pressure here by Great Bend. See how Larned handles it. Pretty good here as they drive it down, and Liz Herrera got fouled. Well, you can tell that Jared Smith has been working on those presses, and they handled that pretty well and end up getting a good look down for Liz Herrera, and she'll be at the free throw line. 5'4" senior, just 1 for 3 from the line this season. Get ready, and the first one's on the way. Way too strong. Larned has struggled from the free throw line in the first 4 games as a team, hitting just 42%. Herrera gets another one, and that's off the mark as well, and Hall gets a rebound for the Great Bend Lady Panthers. Thexton hit the corner jumper, foot was on the line, and that gave Great Bend the early 2-0 lead. Panthers start the offense with a lob pass over on the right flank, Kramer, and then back to Page, driving the baseline on Pinkston, trapped underneath the basket, and got underneath too deep and threw it away. Collins with the steal, and Pinkston now walks it across the middle line here at the Panther Fieldhouse. Reiner trying to get around Reimer, couldn't do it. They go underneath, and that one's poked away out of bounds. No, they'll say it was last touched by Carly Lemons. Now, that's a good entry pass, had a little bit of sauce on it. She couldn't hang on, but had she been able to, she had pretty good position down low in the block. So 6:15 to go opening quarter. Lady Panthers on top here by the score of 2-0. Reimer hooks the globe down low, taking it, backing into the play. We have a tie ball. It'll go to the Great Bend Panthers. Emily was kind of lucky she didn't get a travel there. She's kind of falling backwards and then was tied up by Collins. So Great Bend on the baseline down to our left. Kinsey bounce pass. There's Hall, short banker. It rolled off the front of the rim, following it up weak side. Count the basket and a foul. Kinsey Kramer sneaking in on that backside after the double team came on Emily. And now a chance at a three-point play. Panthers on top by the score of 4-0, and Kramer 2 for 2 from the line this season.
And you know, that low game's not necessarily Mackenzie's area, but you like to see her get down there and bang around and get the offensive board for the bucket.
And that's a good stroke there, making the free throw. So Panthers off here to a 5-0 start at home. I know Jared Smith wanted to get off to a good start. And now we've got a turnover in the backcourt. 27 turnovers is what this Panther team has been forcing so far. Haven handled that press pretty well, and then the Panthers ended up getting out of it on Saturday and then went to their trusty 2-3 zone to get back in the game. Paige Thexton bumped a little bit by Pinkston. Angle dribble to the top, rolls it to Kramer, hands it off Sadie. Driving down, cut off by Collins, jump pass left side. Paige gets it back. Panthers moving it briskly around this man-to-man defense. Sadie over the head flip, finds Kinsey. They drop it down low. Emily Hall turns, shoots it up, short on the iron, following it up. Kramer's right there, and that bounces over the rim, no good. Pinkston has a rebound for Larned. They want to run it up the court, and that is going to be Mackenzie Reinert finding Collins. She backs in a little bit on Paige Sexton, now gives it back up to Pinkston, and a reset here for Larned. 5:20 to go. Larned still not on the board. Panthers on top 5-0. Ball whirled. Pinkston a three. That's way too strong. And it's run down by Reinert in the corner for Larned. Bounce entry. Knocked out of there by Reimer. Good job by Jillian because right behind her was Carly Lemons, who had an easy layup. Good hustling defense. Larned to key it in underneath her own basket as Collins looks, lobs it out front. Caught by Reinert. A three. Won't go. Rebound Emily Hall. Good box out that time with the Lady Panthers. Sadie Spray lobs it down. There's Reimer layup off the front of the rim. Great look, and Jillian missed that layup, and she'd love to have that one back. Larned gets the basketball, and they'll have it again here, down 5-0. That was a great look to go up 7-zip. Mackenzie Reinert between the Big O's out front. Zips a pass on the left wing. Pinkston looking low in the box. No one's there. Now back to Liz Herrera. Herrera, 3 dribbles out to the wing, has to change directions, brings it back. Pinkston now holding it up. Looking left, she'll dribble that way. Down the left side of the lane, floater up on the rim, drops through. Nice play by Jaden Pinkston, and Larned's on the board, 5-2. Larned got back defensively. Great Bend wanted to run now, right back down low. That's Emily Hall, back to the basket around Lemons, and Lemons fouled her. Lemus has a height advantage there, but when Emily started up, got whacked across the left arm, and she'll be up there for 2 free throws.
I think we could see a big night from Emily here. In the past 2 games, as she misses that first free throw. In the past 2 games, she's been attracting a lot of attention when she gets the ball in the post, drawing double or even triple teams, as we saw at that Kingman tournament. And here tonight, it looks like Larned is going to let their center go in there in the paint with her and have some one-on-one opportunities for Emily.
Kara Feist has come into the game for the first time. Reimer is out. Second free throw won't go down, and it's run down, though, by Pramer in the corner. So an offensive rebound after 2 missed free throws. They get it back. Paige Sexton's going to take it top of the key. Here's Spray, just dribbles it outside. Staying with her is Abby Holt, who's just coming to the game. Right back down to Hall. Put up the shot off the window. Larned got their hands on it when she was going up, so that kind of changed the shot a little bit. And now we have a collision in the backcourt. They'll say tie ball, and it will stay with Larned. So Larned got a break right there as Paige Sexton almost came up with a steal. Also in for Larned here early is Kiana Meyer. She's a 5'5 senior, averaging 4 points and 4 rebounds. Holt averaging 2 points per game so far this season. Hemken on defense, and now a foul called against Great Bend. I should say not Hemken on defense, but Ariana Hemken, a 5'7 junior in for Larned, averaging 2 points and a rebound. So Jared Smith going a lot deeper in his bench this year than he has in the past. And, of course, you do that when you have a few more players that maybe you trust out on the floor. Abby Holt lobbed it across. It's Meyer has it now. Lady Panthers stayed in the man defense the entire way. Holt traveled with it, took off before she got the ball on the floor. And a turnover. Great Bend will have the ball back, leading 5-2. 3:29 to go here first quarter.
And so far we've seen the Panthers kind of sticking to the game plan they've established early, playing stifling defense and trying to get good looks by the basket.
Again, that's where the Lady Panthers have really relied on turnovers and points off turnovers. And here's an entry pass to Hall, bobbled it momentarily, then it's taken by Pramer, back to Hall, out front, Sadie pops a 3. It is an air ball, goes out of bounds. So Sadie continues her tough shooting from three-point line. Reimer now will come into the Panther lineup, who she's going to come in for. It's going to be Pramer coming out for Great Bend and back to the full court press. 1-2-2, and you put Kara Feist on the ball as Akila Collins to take it in for the Larned Indians. Off to a 1-3 start. Ball batted out of bounds over there by Feist. Reached up there with those long arms, just batted it away. And now we'll see Collins trying to take it in. Down to that deep corner. That's a tough place to try to take the basketball in at. Holding it up, goes low. Pinkston caught underneath the Great Bend basket, trying to get it out, does so to Collins. And she needs to get it across the midcourt line, does so with about a second and a half to spare. Collins now drives free throw line extended right side to Pinkston. Probes the right side of that Panther man defense. Pass out front, bobbled by Holt, but Meyer gets it back. 2:45 to go, opening quarter. 5-2 Panthers. Meyer drives in the lane, poked away from behind by Feist, picked up by Paige Sexton. So the Panthers see if they can run out of this turnover as Sadie clears the middle line, goes left side to Reimer, trying to go inside, ball knocked away, loose on the floor. Panthers get it, now it's rolled out, and it is out of bounds. They're going to say touched by, well, no one. It'll go to Larned. All right, Kenzie Pramer back in now. Paige Sexton's going to go to the Panther bench. 2:26 to go, opening quarter here, and the Lady Panthers leading by the score of 5-2. Great Bend basketball tonight brought to you in part by Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, Dom Pipe Testing, Venture Corporation, and Bugelsdyke Chiropractic. So Ariana Hemken came in momentarily or briefly, and Carly Lemma's now back in. And she'll go trying to post up down low on Emily Hall. Holt on the left wing drives around the baseline, caught underneath, whirls it back out. That's Pinkston, touch pass. Meyer a 3. Back ironed it, no good. Pramer got the rebound. Good job coming in and going high up over Lemmas to get that rebound. Great Bend the other way, right to left. Feist underneath, and her pass deflected out, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Mackenzie Pramer's really getting after the boards this game. She already has 3 rebounds, and that's what she's averaging on the season so far. You like to see the tenacity attacking the glass.
Just 5-2. Great Bend in the lead, and Pinkston, Jaden Pinkston, he tried to go inside to Lemmas again, and Great Bend defended it well, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to go to Great Bend. That time, Sadie Spray kind of dropped down to offer help to Emily Hall in fronting Lemmas that time. She was able to bat it out of there. Mackenzie Reinert is now in for the Indians, and Abby Holt comes out. Meyer is in, Pinkston, Collins, and Lemmas. Lady Panthers 3-1, dropped their first game Saturday, 40-35 to the 7th-ranked team in Class 3A, the Haven Wildcats. And here's a ball poked away out front by Pinkston as she was able to get it away from Reimer, but the Panthers will maintain possession. Collins is out now for Larned, and Liz Herrera's come back in for that Larned lineup. Panthers with it, gets a man-to-man, and that's Hall. Turnaround shot goes in. Lemmas kind of stumbled, fell backwards, and Emily just had a wide-open look at it and put it down. 7-2, and now Meyer is bumped in the backcourt, and a blocking foul on Reimer, so Jillian, that'll be her first.
Foul is on number 14, Jillian Reimer, her first, Panthers' third team foul.
1:19 to go here in quarter number 1. Home opener for the Panthers after playing their first 4 games away from the Panther Fieldhouse. Liz Herrera to Pinkston, trying to go down low. Lemmas against Hall. Good job by Emily to push her out a little bit, so Lemmas had to give up the basketball, and another foul called out front. That's Jillian Reimer. That's something as a young player she's going to have to learn. Don't poke as much because, again, she's going to have to go to the bench here with 2 fouls just like she did against Haven on Saturday. All right, we'll see the zone defense for the first time, and just like that, Premer knocked it away, then saved it in off the foot of Reimert, so a good job. And the Lady Panthers, that has been a turnover machine. You think, a 2-3 zone, well, that's how they've been getting their turnovers this year.
And it was just a terrific play by Mackenzie there to hit the ball off of the Larned player to make sure Great Bend was able to maintain possession.
Thexton down low to Hall. Shot is up, no good. Feist had her hand on it, out of bounds, and back to Larned. Kara couldn't control it, or she'd been able to go right back up for an easy follow. 46 seconds now left to go in the opening quarter, as it will be Larned trying to maneuver the ball up the court here. Double team in the backcourt as Pinkston looks down the court and is able to get to Liz Herrera just across the mid-court line. Panthers had an opportunity for a double team, but they ran away from it. Pinkston a 3. Good! Jaden Pinkston buries a 3-pointer, and Larned makes it a 7-5 game. 25 seconds to go, opening frame. Sadie Spray off a screen all the way down, got bumped by Lemmas, and a foul's going to be called. That is going to be Carly Lemmas. That'll be her second foul here in the opening quarter.
I like the way Great Bend's been really trying to slash and attack the basket, not settling for shots. You can tell they're trying to maybe not directly boost that field goal percentage, but definitely trying to take better quality shots here.
And the free throw by, let's call it a shooting foul. So Sadie's hitting 67% from the line, and she knocks that one in. And Lemmas will have to go to the bench for Larned. That's a big loss if she's out of there anytime. She'll probably be back early in the second. I would imagine Sadie missed the second free throw. 8-5, Panthers on top. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Outside, Reinert open 3-pointer. It goes in, and we're tied. Well, they forgot about Mackenzie Reinert, and she stepped right up in the corner and buried it. At the other end, Panthers need to get a shot away. They won't as Myers knocked it away. It goes out of bounds. There's still 1.6 seconds to go. Well, Great Bend can
try to
now they need a lob and a heave right here with 1.6 to go.
And they've got Kara Feist. She's been good from 3 here.
And the ball deflected by Mackenzie Reinert and stolen on the inbounds play. Well, Cindy Beck wanted a quicker start tonight. Didn't necessarily happen. We played 1 quarter here at the Fieldhouse. We're all tied up. Great Bend 8, Larned 8. Panther basketball tonight on B1043 The Point. Powered by BTI. Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Hey, you want to hear some good news? Venture Corporation is still hiring for laborers, flaggers, equipment operators, CDL A and B drivers, and mechanics. Excellent benefits, and you get paid for traveling throughout the state. Venture Corporation on South Highway 281 in Great Bend is an equal opportunity employer.
With supply chain issues affecting vehicle inventories, it is more important than ever to maintain your current vehicles. Visit Army Auto Group service departments and speak with our factory-trained advisors about how to maintain, protect, and keep your vehicle running smoothly. Marmies make it happen.
Panther basketball tonight brought to you in part by American Plains Co-op, Magna Dry Cleaning Services, Comfort Pro, and by Innovative Livestock Services.
You know, so far the tale of the first quarter there, I think, is going to be turnovers. The Panthers have 3 turnovers. Larned has 5. I think whichever team can clean it up in the 3 remaining quarters is going to have a good chance of winning this game. It seems like defense and playing clean basketball could be key here.
Larned averaging 3 3-pointers per game in their first 4 contests, and they had 2 in the first quarter. Jaden Pinkston knocked one down to Mackenzie Reinert. That was Pinkston's 5th 3-pointer. Great Bend will have possession to start the second quarter. White-clad Panthers from right to left. Spray inside, a turnaround shot. Hall, she scores. That time she was guarded by the shorter Kiana Meyer, and that was a pretty easy just turnaround shot for Emily Hall. Carly Lemon staying on the bench. Here's a steal. Kramer takes it away down low. Paige Thexton pushed hard from behind, missed the shot. She'll get a couple of free throws. Well, there you go. Get a turnover going and get an easy look at a basket. Well, that'll be Sadie Spray that'll be at the line, not Paige Thexton.
Sadie really isn't afraid to get there and play through some contact. She doesn't shy away from it, and she takes it willfully.
Yeah, that was a hard foul, too, and the first free throw by Sadie's no good, so she's now 1 for 3 from the line here in the ball game. Great Bend leading by the score of 10-8. It was a tie game at the end of the first period. 3 dribbles. Next one by Spray. Got that one to go down, and Great Bend will go back to the full court pressure. Put Kinsey Kramer on that basketball, and she got the deflection last time. That led to a free throw. Akila Collins, Jaden Pinkston, long pass ahead. There is Reinert and put up a shot. I think it almost went over the backboard, but it hit the floor, and then she got it back. Pinkston looking on the right side, in some trouble. The cutter down the lane, and that's going to be Meyer. Turnaround shot. That hit the corner of the backboard, then dropped down and hit the front of the rim. That doggone thing about went in. Great Bend has it back. All right, Spray up the floor, right to left, and leaves it low. Kramer jumper rolls in. Sadie Spray's pretty fast when she comes down, and she got the penetration, went to Kramer, and knocked it in.
And you'll love to see the vision from Sadie there. She took the ball into the paint aggressively and was willing to dish into the low post to Kramer for the easy bucket.
13-8. Larned throws over the press. 3-on-2 break. Mackenzie Reinert, 3. No. Kramer gets the rebound. Panthers want to run again. They clear it out. Sadie Spray going around Collins all the way. Layup good. A 6-0 run here by the Lady Panthers. Timeout Indians. 6:34 to go opening quarter. Panthers now leading 15-8 on B104.3 The Point, powered by BTI and Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, we've invested in the future.
It's not just technology.
It's you, our biggest asset. From big business decisions to your very first transaction.
For us, it's simple. Relationships matter.
People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
The University of Kansas Health System in Great Bend is here to care for you and your family. From prenatal care and birthing services through hospice and end-of-life care, they're here for you. Their experts provide the care you need close to home.
Panther basketball brought to you by Barton Community College. Get ahead with online or dual credit classes or earn a certificate or associated degree while in high school. Find out more at gobarton.com. 6-0 run with the Lady Panthers to start quarter number 2. That press starting to take its toll a little bit here. And a ball knocked away, and then Collins got it back. I don't know if they'll say they lost possession. Is it going to be 10 seconds? No, they're going to take a quick timeout here as Jared Smith does it. Because possession they said that Panthers did not get it. So that 10 count was still on. So a heads-up play by head coach Jared Smith of the Larned Indians. 6:23 to go here in the first half. 15-8. Great Bend is in the lead. So there you go. Second quarter comes. Get that first quarter out of the way. We forget about that. Let's get rolling here.
And, you know, I think part of what makes the Panthers press so hard to beat is they get gals like Kara Feist and Mackenzie Kramer and Sadie Spray up there in the front court. And that's just so much length and quickness and intelligence they have to deal with trying to throw through those passing lanes. Especially Kara Feist, they have play off the inbound pass. She's 5'9". She looks like she has arms that are like 6'3", 6'4" in length out there.
And the thing Great Bend has done well when they go to pressure is not fouling. And here's another deflection taken by Spray. Waits for the trailer. Hall, touch pass. It goes Feist to the baseline. Kramer, pump fake. Now high lane. Emily Hall kicks it off. Thexton, in and out, won't go. And the rebound saved in underneath by Feist. Got it to Spray. She scores. Now the feeding frenzy has started. A 9-0 run. Larned can't get it across the midcourt line. Akila Collins. All of a sudden, it's a 17-8 game. It was tied 8-8 at the end of the quarter. McKenzie, Reinert pops a three, right wing, no good. Thexton with a rebound. Who do you look for? Well, you look for Sadie Spray, who glides into the front court. Angle dribble with the left hand, and now pass deflected out of bounds by Pinkston right in front of the Larned bench.
You know, there's a terrific closeout by Emily Hall. She came out from under the basket to contest the three on the other end for Larned to really make it a hard shot.
Larned stays in the man defense. Here comes Sadie Spray. Between the legs dribble, now takes it left wing. Pinkston on the switch, and they go give and go. Paige Thexton, and a traveling violation. Good help defense by Akila Collins. Paige thought she had an open lane because the two defenders were on Spray, and well, Collins came over the weak side. Paige wasn't expecting it, and they called a traveling violation instead of a charge. Here's a steal. Emily Hall underneath Kramer, and she got whacked on the arm and a foul. That's going to be team foul number 5 against the Indians.
Larned's playing a physical game, just not always playing a clean game there. They're getting really physical down in the low post.
Abby Holt, the foul called on her. Bounce pass into Spray, bank shot on the rim, no good. Kramer keeps it alive, leaves it off Thexton, ball poked away, stolen by Mackenzie Reinert. Larned hadn't been able to get in their offense this quarter because the Panthers' defense, after made baskets, has made it very difficult. Collins now, short corner, trying to back in on Hall, across the mid-lane area, back to the basket. She's been in the lane a while, better get out of there. Now leaves it low, Pinkston. Tough shot, it curled in. Nice play by Jaden Pinkston. And that ends the 9-0 run by the Panthers. It is now 17-10. 4:45 to go. Top of the key it goes, Kara Feist. A three, that won't go by Spray. Rebound, Kara Feist, back to Kramer, jumper, pow, she knocks it in. Kinsey's got 7 here in the opening half. The lead back up to 9, 19-10. Through the crowd, Jaden Pinkston all the way down, and she got fouled. No one really picked her up. She was able to get between Hall and Paige Thexton, and Paige ended up getting the foul called on her.
Seemed like no one was going to let that layup get through, whether it was Thexton or Hall going to get the foul there. They weren't going to let Larned get an easy layup. They're going to make him earn it at the line.
And Pinkston's shot is good. Jaden Pinkston off to a nice start. 8 points here in the first half. 19-11. Cassie Elligood, 5'11" sophomore, coming for the first time tonight. She scored 8 points in the season opener at Junction City. And Pinkston's second one, perfect. Pinkston's averaging 4 assists a game and 4 points. She's the offense here for Larned so far in this game. Sadie Spray, couple dribbles, now goes to Kara Feist. Fires a dart right side. That's Kramer. Hall, turnaround, jump hook, way too strong. And the rebound taken away by Meyer. She's looking to push it up the floor. In and out of traffic. Stops, top of the key, left side. Abby Holt fakes left, goes right, bangs a shot up there. No good, and then Holt followed her own shot. Got inside position, and Kara Feist will be called for the foul over the back. First foul on Kara in this game tonight. Panther basketball brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, Empire Realty, Schroeder Homes and Remodeling, and the Plains State Bank. And a steal. Sadie Spray stepped in front of that entry bounce pass, and the Panthers with it back, leading 19-12. Used a 9-0 run to break this open. Spray down the lane. Floater good. A teardrop that splashed right in the bottom of the net. Back to a 9-point lead. That's hard to do. You're going that fast, slow your body down, and put a little floater up with a lot of touch on it that dropped right through. Collins down court. That is Hempkin, and, well, she traveled with it. They had a 3-on-1 break, and then Hempkin couldn't, well, she bobbled it and then drug the pivot foot. So 21-12. Larned playing right now without their leading scorer, Carly Lemons, who got those 2 fouls. Carafis left alone, a 3, and misses. Abby Holt got inside to get the rebound, lost it. Ball goes back to the Panthers. Pramer, spray, floater from the baseline, air-mailed it. Rebound taken back by Feist. Emily head of the key, faking left, going right. Pramer behind the line, right elbow, out front. Sadie, open 3, won't go. Long rebound, claimed over there by Kramer. Rolled the ball back out to Sadie Spray to reset here for the Panthers. 2:51 to go, opening half. Feist going to Elligood, right wing. Cassie gives it up. Kramer head and shoulder fake, dropped it low in the lane. Feist to the baseline. Hall back to Sadie. Drives to the paint, rises, shot up too strong. Hall follows, no good. Now they'll fight for it on the floor in the lane. The ball rolled out of there. Coming up with it is going to be Meyer, and then she traveled with it. No one could get their hands on it. Looked like one of those rugby plays. You had a big collage of people in there, and all of a sudden the football rolls out.
It looked like that play for the Dolphins the other night when Tyree Kill ended up running a 60-yard touchdown there. Luckily enough, the Larned player traveled there before she get the fast break.
Mackenzie Reinert has come into the game. Akila Collins also back in. Abby Holt has come out of the lineup. Let's see, Meyer remains in there, Pinkston, and Liz Herrera. Kenzie will look to get it in here on the baseline and threw a pass hitting the back of Liz Herrera. Reinert with it, beautiful pass down and a layup good, and what a catch and follow by Liz Herrera. Talk about going fast and putting the brakes on in time. 21-14, and Larned, boy, they're so much better than they've been in recent years. Underneath, Hall again against Collins, and she missed that one. Elligood got the rebound. Cassie's up, she got fouled. 2 free throws coming up here for the sophomore.
I think when the Panthers have both Elgood and Hall down in there playing on the post, it's a pretty formidable duo in terms of what they can do rebounding and offensively.
16 foul, shooting 2 for the Panthers, Cassie Elligood.
Kiana Meyer picked up the foul. That's her second. And the free throw is knocked in there by Cassie Elligood, who's now made both her free throws this season. Cassie's career high coming against Sterling in the first game of that Kingman Eagle Classic when she got 4. Second one, boy, nice stroke on both of those. Made them both. And Great Bend back up by 9. That's been their largest lead. Panthers don't press this time. 2 minutes to go, opening half. Reinert, who has a 3-pointer in this game, to Pinkston, who has the other 3-pointer for the Larned Indians. Ball floated across. Collins now will navigate the head of the key. Hands it off Meyer. Nice move. Penetrated the 3-point line. Reinert, Holt, short jumper off the back edge. And it's going to be Elligood taking down the leather for the Panthers. Finds the outlet, and that's going to be Sadie Spray. Bounce pass over on the right wing. Panthers from right to left again. Kramer back to Spray at the foul line. Emily Hall doubled from behind. Right wing Kramer's 3. That is too strong. And the rebound taken away by Meyer. She's pushing the issue up the court. Now whirls out of traffic and will take it back between the O's out front. Point to wing pass. Reinert on the right wing. Given room over there by Kara Feist. Baseball pass, lob feed to the top. That's going to be Pinkston. Left side. Meyer 3. Skids long. Sadie Spray high to get the rebound. Panthers bringing it up the floor. 3-on-2 break. Sadie has a lane to the basket. Banker up. No. Rebound. Liz Herrera for Larned. And back we come the other way. Pinkston looks down the court. Clears the middle line. Lobs a pass left side. Holt driving on Emily Hall. Waits for the trailer. Collins a 3. That's off the front iron. And Sadie Spray with the rebound. Trying to get out of there and push the ball up the court. Larned able to get back defensively. 39 seconds to go in the half to the baseline. Kramer inside. And then threw it away. Mackenzie Reinert with the steal. Well, 30 seconds to go in the quarter. The Panthers turn it over on one end. Great Bend, or Larned turns it over the other. Panthers turn it over the other end.
You can
Collins tried to back in on Hall. Turnaround shot, hit the side of the backboard. Got her own miss. We'll try again. 8-footer off the side, no good. Collins with a rebound again. Shot blocked by Elligood. And they'll say Cassie picked up the foul. 2 free throws coming up here for Akila Collins.
And you can see by the look on the gals' faces out there, they can tell they've been running up and down the court a lot here. Both teams trying to push the pace, make the other one keep up with them.
23-14, that equals the largest lead. The Panthers went on a 9-0 run after the game was tied at the end of the quarter. That free throw by Collins is no good. She's now 5 for 14 on the season from the line. Again, Larned just 42% from the foul line here on the season. And Collins next one, and that misses. Ball loose, and Spray comes away with it. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Sadie across the middle line, lobs it right side. Feist a three, won't go down. Rebound by Holt for Larned, and that's going to close out the first half. First half in the books here at the Panther Fieldhouse. Season opener at home. Great Bend Lady Panthers used a 9-0 run to start the second quarter. That 9-0 lead still holding up right now. Our score at halftime, Great Bend 23. Larned Indians 14. Stay with us, our halftime show, our Stone Sand Company, Stone Waste Management halftime show. On the way next, Panther basketball on B1043 The Point, powered by BTI and Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Hello again, this is Kelly Higgins with Plain State Bank here in Great Bend. Have you heard the news? We've moved! We recently moved to 10th and Adams for a more central location to better meet your needs. Plain State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The future is bright. See it clearly with the help of the 10th Street Eye Care Center. Dr. Russell McCauley, Dr. Chad Creamer, Dr. Nicole Miller, and Dr. Sarah Steeder are ready to help you. The 10th Street Eye Care Center on the sunny side of the Vision Corner, 10th and Washington, Great Bend. Unruh Brothers Waste is the best trash service in the area, providing top-quality commercial and residential garbage removal for Central Kansas. Find out more on their Facebook page. If you're not happy with your trash service, now's the time to switch to Unruh Brothers Great Bend.
Hey, Panthers, Empire Realty Group is ready to team up and help you purchase or sell your home. At Empire Realty Group, our team is committed to keeping our clients at the focus of everything we do. Find us on Facebook or call 792-4133.
Plumbing and heating emergencies rarely happen between 9 and 5. That's why the pros at Comfort Pro are available 24/7, 365. Comfort Pro, the area's largest Bryan dealer, is just a phone call away. Your problem is no problem for Comfort Pro.
It's time for the Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management halftime show. Steve Webster will have a complete recap of the first half action right after this message from the Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management.
12 months have gone by fast, and it's been another great year at Stone Sand Company, Stone Waste Management, and Great Bend Crane Rental. Nelson Stone wants to thank everyone for their support. They will continue to be your choice for residential and commercial earthwork, excavation, demolition, cleanup, and more. Stone Sand Company also has the rock for your next landscaping project. See their video at stonesandcompany.com. Happy holidays and cheers to another year. Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, 421 Washington, Great Bend.
Back at the Panther Fieldhouse, we are at halftime. The Great Bend Lady Panthers leading Larned by a score of 23-14. Panthers wanted to get up to a better start tonight. Really didn't do it in the first quarter. Larned with a couple of three-pointers. It was tied 8-8 at the end of the first quarter. Panthers, though, got one of those bursts that we've seen in the first four games as they scored the first 9 points of the second quarter and took a 19-10 lead at that point. But then Larned kind of settled down a little bit and was able to cut it to 7 on one occasion. But Panthers, again, with that 9-point lead, 23-14 here at the break. Running down the first half scoring numbers, Sadie Spray, who came in averaging 16 a game. She had 8 in the first half. Boy, nice first half by Kinsey Kramer. Kinsey with 7 points for Great Bend. Emily Hall with 4 in the first half. Paige Thexton with 3. And Cassie Elligood with 2. Kara Feist and Jillian Reimer played in the first half but did not score. For Larned, it's been the 5'5 junior, Jaden Pinkston. Jaden with a couple of, has a three-pointer in the game. She led the way for the Indians with 9 points in that first half. Mackenzie Reinert, she hit a three-pointer, one of 2 Larned hit in that first half, so she had 3 points. And then Liz Herrera scored the other 2 for the Indians. Akila Collins, Carly Lemmas, and Abby Holt, Kiana Meyer, and Ariana Hemken played in that first half but did not score. That's a big factor. Carly Lemmas got her second foul, and Jared Smith electing to hold her out, but she's a big key, their leading scorer, and it was not on the floor for most of that second quarter. 23-14, Panthers on top by 9.
So the first half was a kind of a tale of similar halves for both teams. Three-point shooting has not been there for either team tonight. We'll start on the Larned side of things. They've gone 2 of 8 from three-pointers, hitting only 25%. And they really caught fire at the end of that first quarter. They made 2 in a row there, like you mentioned earlier. But after that, it's been cold. Their regular shooting hasn't been all that much better. They're 3 of 9 from two-pointer. That brings them to 5 of 17 total for the first half, shooting 29%. Moving to the Panther side of things, the three-point shot hasn't been there for them. They're actually 0 for 6. They would be 1 for 7 there, but that early Paige Sexton was a long 2. And from two-point land, they're shooting 9 of 22. Overall in the first half, they were 9 of 28 for 32%. I'm sure Coach Beck is going to want to see that number improve. But on the defensive side of things, the Panthers have forced 13 turnovers, and they've only committed 8. So I'm sure Coach Beck's going to like to see those numbers there.
Well, yeah, the 8 turnovers, I don't know if she'll be that excited about that, but it's better than 13. So
Definitely better than 13. They're trying to keep that nice average they got going.
All right, we are at halftime. Lady Panthers on top by the score of 23-14. Steve Webster and Clark with you here on this Tuesday night from the Fieldhouse. Halftime continues after this. Panther basketball rolling tonight on B104.3 The Point, powered by BTI and Great Bend. They certainly are. Yeah, your John Deere dealer.
Even the cleanest houses and offices struggle with mold and mildew in the air ducts of their heating and cooling systems. Magna Dry Cleaning Services in Great Bend offers complete air duct cleaning. Magna Dry Cleaning Services, just north of 24th and Main.
Dom Pipe Testing is proud to bring you live coverage of Panther sports. Dom Pipe Testing provides hot oilers, steaming, hydro testing, and rack testing services.
By the way, for you listening at home, that was Aaron Clark who was yawning, not me.
Call Dom Pipe Testing and go Panthers.
Can't let anyone think you're getting sleepy over
No,
here.
no.
Rock for landscaping or driveway. Maybe you need some demolition work done or a giant waste container. Whatever the job, make the call to Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, 421 Washington Street in Great Bend.
Get the latest 5G devices at Next Tech Wireless. Now you can get the iPhone 14 Pro and the Samsung Galaxy S22 Plus on us. We are Kansas.
Panther basketball tonight brought to you in part by Edward Jones Financial Services, Hazmat Response, and by USD 428. Steve Webster, Aaron Clark here at the Fieldhouse. Again, we're still looking for the Panthers to get that inside game or the half-court game going, and really Emily Hall's had some good looks down low.
She has. She's had her opportunities. I think she's almost surprised at how not contested some of them are. She goes up very strong. She's been launching a couple of them off the backboard. She's also capitalized on a couple of them, made them pay for some softer defense with some nice finesse turnarounds. And she's really been impressive getting back. She plays as one of the back row defenders when they go into their full court press. And so anytime a pass gets thrown over the top of the Panthers, it's Emily Hall getting back there under the basket. And she hasn't been allowing a lot of easy looks at the layup.
So the Panthers leading by 9 here at the break. Again tonight in the Western Athletic Conference. Life Prep is at Garden City. Dodge City is at Woodward, Oklahoma. Going back to Friday night, girls scores from the WAC. Great Bend beating Conway Springs 73-20. Junction City, or Hayes defeated Junction City, and it was Scott City beating the Liberal boys. That was a boys score going back to Friday night. So Liberal, how about Liberal? Right back up there, 3-0, won the volleyball championship this year and weren't ranked in the top 10 of Class 6A, but ranked 5th this week. And then Hayes High, who's off to a 4-1 start. They are currently ranked 10th this week in the rankings from the Kansas High School Basketball Coaches Association. Our halftime show tonight brought to you by Stone Sand Company and by Stone Waste Management. Panther strong and Great Bend strong. Second half, girls game. First of 2 tonight coming your way after this. You're listening to Great Bend Panther basketball on B104.3 The Point.
12 months have gone by fast. Paxton, it's been another great year at Stone Sand Company, Stone Waste Management, and Great Bend Crane Rental. Nelson Stone wants to thank everyone for their support. They will continue to be your choice for residential and commercial earthwork, excavation, demolition, cleanup, and more. Stone Sand Company also has the rock for your next landscaping project. See their video at stonesandcompany.com. Happy holidays and cheers to another year. Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, 421 Washington, Great Bend. Sutherland staff and knowledgeable experts can help you plan any project. When it comes to home improvement and building materials, remember Sutherland's of Great Bend, a proud supporter of Panther sports. Sutherland's helping America build it better since 1917.
Welcome back, Panther Fieldhouse, ready to go. Starting the second half, Larned will start with the basketball. They'll move from right to left here, quarter number 3. Black uniforms with the white numerals, the orange trim. Great Bend from left to right wearing the home whites tonight. And Larned quickly going inside to Akila Collins. Lemas is back out there, and the Panthers were able to negate her score, and she didn't score in that first half. Picked up those 2 early fouls. Liz Herrera driving around Spray on the baseline, short-armed it a little bit, and Sadie got the rebound. Able to push the ball up the court, goes left side, caught by Premer, put the brakes on, back to Sadie, over the head flip, Paige Sexton glances right, back to Sadie, in the corner, Premer, a little skip pass against the Larned zone defense. So Larned played zone or man in the first half. They're in a zone here to start the second, I believe. They go inside, Emily Hall trying to trot around Lemas, and Lemas blocked the shot. Had those long arms out. Lemas playing with 2 fouls. Did a good job not to get her third. Herrera underneath. Lemas left-handed bank won't go down. Thexton got the rebound. Out to Sadie. Always looking to push it. Clears that 10 line. Now crosses it up between the circles out front. Yo-yos the ball. She has Collins on her. Tough pass inside. And it's going to go out of bounds. Panthers going to get it back. Great Bend got a break there as... I don't know if Sadie read safety over the top that time. There was there was some double coverage that time.
You may have seen some safety rotating out of a cover 3 into a cover 2 there.
Bramer thinking about a 3. She has Lemas on her, so if she can, as they've gone to a 1, looks like a 3-2 zone. You put Akila Collins out there. That's pretty good defense. 5'10", down low. Hall catches, goes weak side. Sadie with it. Bobbled it momentarily, and now the ball knocked away by Collins. It's loose, and that is Reinert was falling down, kept her dribble going. That's a nice play by Mackenzie Reinert for Larned. Thought she was going to go down on the tailgate and pick her feet up for a traveling violation. Nope, kept the dribble going. Herrera dumps it low. Lemas drop step, bank shot, missed. Way too strong, but Lemas got her own rebound and then had to take it away by Sadie Spray. Sadie races up the floor, tries to penetrate left wing. Step back, 3, swish. There you go. Sadie Spray with a 4th three-pointer of the year. That's the only thing that she hasn't done is shot the 3 like she did a year ago, but that's a good one, and the Panthers now have their largest lead of the game. It is 26-14. Yeah, get Sadie with that 3-point shot going. How are you going to guard her? Lady Panthers played a little zone in the first half, mainly man. Herrera drives down the lane, but she was able to get around the perimeter defense, and a foul is called, and that will be the first team foul the second half against the Panthers.
Fellas on Paige Sexton, her third.
So third foul on Paige now. As Kara Feist is coming in, Paige Sexton will come out of the ballgame.
This top about 6 the Coach Beck deploys here are really kind of interchangeable. Instead of a starting 5, they kind of do a 6 with a lot of quick subs.
Pinkston shot on the baseline, blocked by Kara Feist. Spray down to Reimer, layup good. That's the way you do it. Block shot, Spray, and she just looked up. That was an easy layup at the other end for Reimer. Has her first 2 points of the night. The Panthers have doubled up the Larned High Indians, 28-14. Lemas. And they get the ball to her again down low. Her bank shot too strong this time. She's been a little bit strong on that tonight. Outlet pass nearly stolen by Reinert, but Jillian got it back. Now Emily Hall, short corner, driving the baseline on Pinkston. Draws 2 defenders. Pass deflected out, and Mackenzie Reinert got the steal. So that double was coming. Here's a steal. Kramer down the other end, fouled hard on the play by Reinert. So Kramer just read that pass, and that was an easy pick right at the midcourt line. And then again got whacked by Reiner. 2 free throws coming up for Kenzie Kramer, 5'8" junior. Had 7 in the first half.
It almost looks like Kenzie kind of baited the Larned guard there into throwing that pass just so she could jump back in the pass lane and get an easy bucket.
And free throw good. Boy, bent the knees nice on that, stroked it right in there. Had a 3-point play the traditional way in the first half. Now has 8 points in the game. It is on the way. Missed the second one. And the rebound taken away by Collins for Larned. Keela Collins driving to the baseline and then ran out of room, tried to go back outside. It was poked away, and we've got a timeout taken here by Jared Smith and Larned High School. 4:36 to go here in the first half. Panthers have started strong here in the second half. They've scored the first 6 points. They lead at 29-14. Panther basketball on B1043. The Point, powered by BTI and Great Bend, your John Deere dealer.
Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine is the athletic training and sports medicine provider for Panther Sports. On the quarter off, you can count on Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine to get your life back. Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, 4801 10th Street in Great Bend.
Hi, this is Karen Reddick. Scott and I would like to do a shout out to the Panther cheerleaders. They work hard every game to provide leadership, sportsmanship, and team spirit. Go Panthers! From Scott's Welding, look for the signs west of 10th and Patton Road, Great Bend.
Don't forget to get your Rotary Club jackpot shot ticket.
Panther basketball tonight brought to you by Insurance Planning, Under Brothers Trucking, Scott's Welding Service, and by Barton Community College. Great Bend has come out, scored the first 6 points of the second half, and right now have their largest lead of the game at 29-14. Great Bend returns. Feist on the floor, Hall, Premer, Reimer, and Spray. Pinkston, Lemmas, Reinert, Collins, and Herrera on the floor for the Indians. Panthers now be in that 2-3 zone. And there's another deflection. It was deflected by Reimer, picked up by Feist, down to Sadie, layup good. How many have we said layup good for Feist this year? 31-14.
For Feist or for Spray?
For Spray.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, yeah.
No, especially after the steal.
Yeah.
She's the menace in the transition game.
Make your layups. You're going to score a lot of points. Jaden Pinkston drives baseline right. Shot whacked out of there by Sadie.
Wow.
She saved it in. Gets it back to Mackenzie Premer. Waits for the trailer. That's Kara Feist. Reimer, they dump it low. Hall against Lemmas. Turn around, and Carly Lemmas blocked that shot. She's a big girl. Nice job of keeping her feet and not picking up her third foul. 17-point margin here for the Lady Panthers. They've started to stretch it out here in quarter number 3. 3:32 to go, third period. Herrera now. No look flip underneath. Lemmas bank shot again short. Got her own rebound. Snatched it out of the air. Now lobs it back out front. Reiner to the foul line. Collins working in on Feist. Kara fouled her. 2 free throws coming up for Collins.
You know, Lemieux's for Larned tonight. She's their big girl inside. She's tall.
Well, she's hitting 56% of the floor, so, maybe a little bit nervous playing here tonight, but, yeah, she's their key player. She's got to score for Larned to have a shot. Free throw by Collins is no good. She missed all 3 of her attempts tonight as that one dances away from the iron, no good, and Great Bend with a rebound. Larned's 1 point here no points here in the third quarter. Larned's gone back to a man defense. They started the second half in the zone. They get it inside. Kara Feist turnaround shot, had a good look at it. It's out of bounds. I don't think she was able to hit the iron there. The ball will go back to Great Bend here. Or I should say to Larned. 2:55 left here in the third quarter. Panther boys coming up next, taking on the Larned Indians tonight. Meyer goes to Lemas, now down to the baseline. Liz Herrera driving underneath, trapped beneath the hoop, and they said she carried the basketball, so a turnover against the Indians, and that's going to be turnover number 17 tonight for Larned High.
And while Larned's been turning the ball over more here in the second half, Great Bend's only had 2 to start the third quarter here.
And that's the difference, and then Herrera stepped out in that passing lane and knocked it out. Ball caught right there on the Panther bench by Cindy Beck. Thexton will come in to take the ball in. And lob it in, caught by Reimer. Back to Emily Hall. Two-handed chest pass, finds Reimer on the right side. Looks for the cutter. It's Emily backing in. Lemas comes on the double, back to Reimer. Rainbow jumper, missed everything. Thexton got the weak side board, fouled as she goes back up, trying to get the and one. 2 free throws coming up here for Paige Thexton.
I'm liking the recent aggression we're seeing from Paige Thexton on offense. Started at the beginning of that last game with a 3 that she hit, then transitioning over into this game, hitting that long 2, and then going after it here.
And the free throw is in and out, no good. Paige now 4 for 7 from the free throw line this season. Hempkin has come back into the game for Larned, and in for the first time tonight is Kaylee Hagerman, a 5'7" sophomore, in for the first time tonight for the Indians. Second free throw by Paige. That's well off the mark. Hagerman able to get the rebound. 31-14. Great Bend on top here by 17 points. 2:10 to go here in the third quarter. Meyer driving on Kramer. Good job by Kinsey to keep her feet and stay in front. Ball rolled back out to Herrera. Hands it off Hagerman. She's looking low into the box. Nobody is there. Now coming out on the wing. Already going to their motion offense. Herrera cross-court pass. Nearly intercepted by Reimer. Then Jillian got it back anyway. Fires it ahead and trying to get it to Thexton. Ball knocked away. Herrera knocked Thexton out of the way. Got the basketball. Now the ball is rolled, pushed, and kicked into the front court for the Indians, who can now set up. Meyer to the foul line. Floater from the paint. Good. Nice play by Kiana Meyer, and she'll have a chance at an and one. First points of the second half for the Tribe.
The foul is on Mackenzie Kramer, her second.
Kramer picked up the foul. That is her second, and the third team foul here the second half.
Shooting one for Larned, Kiana Meyer.
So Meyer will complete the three-point play. 31-17, lead back down to 14 points. Great Bend led by 9 at the break. Kara Feist, Panthers moving it around now. There's Spray, wide open, left wing 3. That's too strong. Rebound, Feist got it back underneath and shoots it back in. Pretty easy to do, just go get that offensive rebound, and Feist has her first bucket of the game. 7 different players, or all 7 players that have played tonight have scored for the Panthers. Abby Holt with Larned with it. Hagerman's going to try a 3 at the top and hit it. How about that? Kaylee Hagerman hasn't seen any action this year. Comes right into the game and buries the tray. Maybe she'll get some more. Lead down to 13 here. 48 seconds to go, third quarter. 33-20. Panthers start the ball on the right wing. Feist underneath. Hall, jump hook, missed. Rebound, Larned. Taking it out of there is Abby Holt. Holt wants to look up the floor. Now crosses the midcourt line. Panthers scamper back on defense. Holt's going to take it all the way down. Shot blocked out of there. Rebound taken by Paige Thexton. 23 seconds to go in the half. Sadie Spray checking Cindy Beck on that Panthers sideline. We'll see if Great Bend wants to go for one. Nope, they're not. They're going to look to take a shot here if they can. Thexton to Sadie. The back around weak side it goes. Feist, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Underneath the Hall. Little bank shot on the rim. No good. Rolls out. Paige got it. Jump shot. No. Rebound out of bounds. And it will go to Larned here with 0.3 seconds left to go in the third quarter. So Larned was down by 17. They've trimmed it to 13 here as we get set to go to quarter number 4. And Larned inbounds it. And that is the score here at the end of 3 frames at Great Bend High School. Our score at the Fieldhouse, Great Bend 33, Larned 20. Be back, fourth quarter coming your way after this. Panther basketball on B104.3 The Point, powered by BTI and Great Bend. They are your John Deere dealer.
Beef, it's what's for dinner. America's taste for beef continues to grow, and much of that nutritious nutritious product is produced here in our local community. Innovative Livestock Services, Ward Feed Yard, Great Bend Feeding, and Barton County Feeders are proud to support area athletes in today's game.
Let technology bring you closer this holiday season. Unlimited data as low as $25 a month from Next Tech Wireless. Keeping Kansas connected.
Great Bend Panther basketball tonight, brought to you in part by the Marmy Auto Group, Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, Sutherland's, and by Next Tech Wireless. Also tonight, helping to bring you Panther ball on radio, University of Kansas Health System, Great Bend Campus, the Field House, and by Keller Real Estate and Insurance Company. Here we go, quarter number 4. Panthers leading by just 13 points. It was up to 17, Aaron.
It was, and I think Larned is doing a good job here, not falling back. Coach Smith got to be happy with the way his gals are playing. But overall, the Panthers brought a lot of energy that third quarter, and I think Coach Baxter's going to want them to be much more the same in the fourth.
Sadie Spray on the floor, Emily Hall, Kara Feist, Mackenzie Kramer, and Paige Thexton starting this third quarter for Great Bend, moving from left to right here at the Panther Fieldhouse. Backdoor cut, beautiful play. Feist layup, good. That was pretty. Boy, great look. Feist had an easy layup, 35-20. Abby Holt starting the quarter, and they leave Hegerman, who hit that three-pointer in the game. She nearly had it knocked away. Great Bend in the man defense here as we start the fourth quarter. Liz Herrera glances right, coming back left. There's Himken. Back to Hegerman, pass behind Holt, loose on the floor, coming out of there with it. Who else but Sadie Spray, and did a good job to control her body to get the ball back, and Great Bend goes to work. Feist, little toss down in the corner. Thexton, good look underneath. Sadie posting up, left-handed bank shot, won't go down. Larned with a rebound. Hegerman has it for the Indians. Tribe brings it right to left. Long pass down. Herrera trying to drive. Left elbow, whirls a pass. Abby Holt on the right wing, drives it above the foul line. Pass underneath to Himken, and it's knocked away by Kramer. And three subs coming in for Great Bend. Jaden Pinkston is in, Akila Collins, and Carly Lemons, who is scoreless tonight despite getting some good looks down in the low block area for the Indians. Collins will lob it out front, start the offense. Herrera launches a three, hit the deck, no call. She goes down. It was an air ball. Great Bend with numbers. Hall ahead, Sadie, layup good. And now we're going to stop the clock as
I believe that's Herrera?
Yeah, Herrera took the three-point shot, hit the deck, and then Panthers had the advantage, so they're not going to take that away. And the Panthers got an easy layup at the other end. 37-20, so the Panthers scored the first 9 points of the second quarter, and that got them a 9-point lead. They carried over into halftime and then got off to a good start in the second half. They scored the first 8 points of the third quarter, and so far here they've scored the first 4 points of quarter number 4, and the lead back up to 17. That equals their largest lead of the contest. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Great Bend High School. Lady Panthers by 17 here on B1043, The Point.
Hazmat Response. West 10th Great Bend provides hazardous emergency response service throughout the Midwest. When you have an emergency, you want to know that help is on the way. Now, Hazmat Response provides that assurance.
Silly
They're
question.
proud to sponsor this Panther
Emily got
broadcast.
the
Hey, you want to hear some good news? Venture
Hey,
Corporation is still hiring for
Emily's
laborers,
vision,
flaggers, equipment
especially if you're playing
operators,
like a
CDL,
post
A&B
center
drivers,
position
and
there.
mechanics. Excellent benefits, and you get paid for traveling throughout the state. Venture Corporation on South Highway 281 in Great Bend is an equal.
Kansas Health System, Great Bend Campus, the Field House, and by Keller Real Estate and Insurance Company. And that's what I was afraid of, because you see Liz Herrera just kind of go down untouched, and yeah, they're dealing with looking like that left knee possibly, or the
She's already wearing a knee brace on that left knee, and it looks like that was the one that was bothering her. Wish her all the best. Don't want to see anyone get injured out here.
Well, talked to Kevin Sapezi, Dr. Kevin Sapezi for the game. Said, well, I'm here on call, but hopefully I don't have to do anything tonight. But Kevin from Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine here in Great Bend, over there attending on the Larned bench along with head coach Jared Smith. So Larned back with the basketball, 6:30 to go in the game. Great Bend now back up to a 17-point margin as the Indians will have it. Lady Panthers in a 2-3 zone. There's a ball nearly going out of bounds, but Pinkston got it back. Collins, couple dribbles, crossover in the lane. There's Lemmas back outside. Mackenzie Reinert swish on a three-point shot. That's good ball movement by Larned right there. And Reinert has 2 threes and a timeout taken here by the Lady Panthers. 6:07 to go here, third quarter in the game. Great Bend 37 and Larned 23. Back after this, Panther basketball on B104.3 The Point, powered by BTI in Great Bend.
With supply chain issues affecting vehicle inventories, it is more important than ever to maintain your current vehicles. Visit Army Auto Group service departments and speak with our factory-trained advisors about how to maintain, protect, and keep your vehicle running smoothly. Marmies make it happen.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, we've invested in the future.
It's not just technology.
It's you, our biggest asset. From big business decisions to your very first transaction.
For us, it's simple. Relationships matter.
People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
Panther basketball brought to you by Barton Community College. Train for a new career in areas like carpentry, network security, or pharmacy tech. You can find out more at gobarton.com. Well, a three-pointer by Mackenzie Reinert, the second that she's had in this game, makes it a 37-23 lead for Great Bend. And they'll work it here to start final 6 minutes of this game. Larned has messed with the zone to start the second half. Again, going back to the zone. Pass low. Bremer, the cutter, spray. Missed the layup, though. And Sadie tried to save it back in. May have been over the back. We'll see if it's called on Great Bend. I think it is on Sadie Spray. That'll be her first foul of the ball game.
That's one thing Sadie does such a good job of. She gets aggressive on offense and defense, but she still manages to stay relatively foul-free.
Panthers pressuring, and now Hegerman's pass is deflected by Thexton, picked up by Hall. Mackenzie Reinert got it out, got it to Hegerman, who just threw it up and scores again. That's a two-pointer. I would say that is a very quick release. Kaylee Hegerman. So she's scored 5 since coming into this game. She hadn't scored a point all season coming in to the contest tonight. Emily Hall, baseline J, you betcha. Lemmas gave her some room, and Emily decided, okay, well, I'll take this. About 18 feet away on the baseline, and now we've got a
Emily Hall, substitution for the Panthers.
39-25. Kara Feist is out, and Jillian Reimer back in here with 5:11 to go. Larned, a turnover on that inbounds play. Weak side pass. Emily at the right elbow drives in the paint, short off the front of the rim. No good. Panthers will rebound. Pass out to Sadie. A three. Bullseye. There you go. 18 for Sadie Spray, and that is her second tray of the night. 42-25. Panthers again equal their largest lead of 17 points. Reinert drops it low. There's Lemmas inside. She scored. Good seal that time on Emily Hall, and Carly Lemmas finally gets her first 2 points. Had some tough shooting luck down in the low block today. 42-27, Premer give and go. Sadie Spray, layup good.
The Lady Panthers just do such a great job of attacking zone defenses with these backdoor cuts to the basket.
Yeah, that was wide open. Spray with a steal. Who's she going to throw it to? She has 3 opportunities, 3 selections. It's Reimer. She missed it. Kinsey got it back. She tries to follow. Paige Thexton tried to save it in. Can't do it, and the ball will go over to Larned. Man, the Panthers not score there. They had a little 4-on-1 break right there at the end after the ball was taken away by Sadie Spray.
I think our young sophomore there, Jillian Reimer, was a little surprised at how open that shot was. Wasn't ready for it. Wasn't ready for the bunny there.
4:12 to go in the game, and now It's going to be Pinkston dribbling it outside. Pinkston scored 9 points, all of them in the first half. Abby Holtz for Larned. She couldn't come down with a pass in time and traveled with it. So you had some intel today. And
I did.
And we learned that Sadie Spray was not originally interested in basketball. She was more of a dancer.
She was. I was talking today to someone, have inside knowledge of the situation. And she was a dancer up until about 6th or 7th grade. Didn't get serious about basketball until then. And it's paid dividends for this Lady Panthers
sure
basketball
has.
team this year.
I understand that helped your footwork on the offensive line as well. You were a dancer when
Oh,
you were
obviously. You saw me bust out the moves at a wedding a time or two, so. Big
Great.
dancing bear in my prime.
Yeah, with a dancing bear. That's a good one. Great Bend has it, leading by 17 points. They try to go low. Kara Feist as the ball rolls out of bounds. Then it'll go to Larned. Emily Hall went to the bench, and Cassie Elligood has come back in for the Panthers.
There's been a lot of off-ball contact this game. I'm noticing a lot of ladies ending up on the ground when they're away from the ball. I'm curious if there's fouls there and the refs aren't seeing it, or what's the deal there?
And here's another steal. Guess who? Sadie Spray. Reimer throws it in. Got it to Premer. McKenzie missed a bunny. Boy, Great Bend's missed some point-blank shots here today. But Great Bend does get the ball back. They'll start the O again. There's a give and go. Premer again to Sadie Spray. It's a pretty simple concept. Sadie's on the point, throws it to the wing, and then just jets down the paint. The ball comes right back to her. She'll get a couple of free throws.
And you alluded to it earlier. Sadie's start and stop is just so devastating. She's able to go from so fast to just stop in the acceleration and right back into it as she makes her first free throw there.
3 for 5 in the free throw line tonight. Sadie with 21 points. Had 24 in her opening game against Junction City. That equaled a career high she scored against Buhler last year. And the second one is front iron, no good. Meyer gets the rebound for the Indians. 45-27. Meyer runs to the other end, banked it in. That's pretty easy. Just run down there, has a lot of speed. She just hit it off the square and it goes in.
There's some quality defense from Sadie Spray there, but when it's a perfect floater like that, it's hard to defend.
45-29. Kara Feist flicks it back to the top, and Cassie Elligood. Panthers again run that motion against this man defense. Sadie Spray, ball above her head. Now is going to put it on the floor. Cross-court pass, finds Paige Sexton. Long corner, that's Feist, three-pointer, in and out, no good. Collins with a rebound for the Indians. 2:32 left to go. Great Bend on their way to a 4-1 start with state-ranked Emporia coming in on Friday. Keela Collins, baseline J, whacked out of there, Kara Feist. Such long length that time, and knows you don't have to get up there and with the body at all. It gives you some room. You don't get that foul, and that was a stuff that time by Kara Feist.
Kara gets out there and basically just goes go-go gadget extendo arm on him, shoots it up there and swats the ball away.
Holt open a three over Spray, yes. Boy, Larned shot the three pretty well tonight. Abby Holt makes the three-pointer, her first one of the season, and it's a 13-point game once again. Great Bend's been in control this entire second half, but yeah, this Larned program's getting better under head coach Jared Smith. Sadie Spray draws three defenders through a bounce pass to the legs of Elligood. Back to Sadie now. Cassie goes that way. Now Great Bend will reset out front. Reimer floats it right wing. Caught by Thexton. Jillian Reimer throws it away. Mackenzie Reiner stepped right in front of it. Coming down on Feist. Missed a shot though. And we've got a tie ball, and it's going to go to Larned on the alternate. And Emily Hall's going to come back into the game for the Panthers.
And what Larned could expect to be an easy fast break layup there ends up being a contested shot by three Panthers who are just hustling like crazy to get back and make sure no easy baskets go through.
Hagerman, who has two baskets the second half, lobs it in. It is stolen by Sadie Spray. Falling out of bounds, somehow got it back inbounds. And now it's going to be Premer, and we get a timeout taken. Good job by Sydney Beck as the Panthers are about to throw it away. And a timeout comes here with 1:28 left to go in the game. Great Bend 45, Larned 32. Panther basketball. Well, we'll go ahead and keep it right here and remind you that Panther basketball brought to you in part by Rosenberg Family Dentistry, Farmers Bank and Trust, and by your local Pizza Huts in Great Bend and Hoisington. Steve Webster, along with Aaron Clark, where we will be on Friday night. same spot, Emporia in town. So looking forward to that.
You know, I hear Emporia's got a pretty good university up there. From what I hear, old ESU, some quality radio grads come out of there.
Did you say Emporia State?
Yeah, Emporia State. It's a great
Listen,
great
any
place.
school that's got a mascot named Corky, man, I'm just not gonna. I can't.
Corky's a quirky dude, and we love him for it.
You're in Tigerland out here. What are you talking about?
You know, mom's a Fort Hays State Tiger.
Okay,
so we
that's
got
good.
some love
Here's a
there.
steal, Mackenzie Reinert. Well, she's played well tonight. Collins driving down on Pramer. Now the double comes. Lady Panthers not fouling. Now finally, Collins just kind of spun her arms around. I think lost control of the basketball, and Great Bend gets it back. 1 minute to go. Sadie Spray out front, 21 tonight for Spray. Emily Hall scored 6 in this game. Great Bend now can just run clock here. 46 seconds to go. Spray, Pramer, left side. Takes it right at the point to Thexton. Yeah, run a little ball motion right now for Great Bend. This game was tied at 8-8 at the end of the first quarter, but then Great Bend a 9-0 run to start the second. And they've maintained that lead throughout. Here's a pass inside. Paige Thexton had it knocked out of her hand, so Great Bend will key it in once again here with 25 seconds to go. And we've got a timeout. We'll keep it right here. A reminder, at halftime of the boys' game, tonight we will talk with assistant coach Bill Maddie. So at halftime of the game, we'll talk about the win here tonight for the Great Bend Lady Panthers. They lead it right now 45-32.
I'm excited to get to see Coach Maddie's perspective on here. Haven't had someone else but Coach Beck. Excited to get a nice little guest spot from one Bill Maddie.
Cindy Beck still talking to her team out in front of the Panther bench here with 25 seconds to go. Great Bend Panthers on radio all season long. Brought to you by S&J Trucking, the 10th Street Eye Care Center, Next Tech, and by Delgado's Mexican Restaurant. So Emily Hall on the floor, Thexton, Spray. And Kara Feist also in the game. Paige Thexton on the inbounds pass, trying to get out of there and then threw it away. Abby Holt with the steal. Cindy Beck just throws her arms up in disgust. Well, where'd that come from? And Reiner jump shot good. Mackenzie Reiner, boy, Larned shot the ball much better than they had in the previous games here. And it's now 45-34, and now the clock's going to roll out, and now a foul was called. Great Bend was just looking to run the clock out, and then a foul was called on Akila Collins. That's only their fourth team foul here in the second half, so Great Bend will just lob it in. This game will be over. Lady Panthers 4-1 on the season as they are able to defeat a game Larned High School team tonight. Our final score, 45-34 here in the first game of a doubleheader with the boys game coming up next. Let's go ahead and run down some quick scoring numbers for you. Sadie Spray leading the way tonight, came in averaging 16. Sadie now with 21 in the game tonight. Emily Hall with half a dozen with 6. Mackenzie Kramer with 7. All of those coming in the first half. Paige Thexton made the first shot of the game. She ended up with 3 points. Jillian Reimer with 2. Kara Feist scoring 4. And Cassie Elligood with a couple of free throws. She had 2. For the Larned Indians tonight, they were paced by Jaden Pinkston. 5'5" junior, scoring 9 points. All of those coming in the first half. Mackenzie Reiner had 2 threes in the game. She ends the night with 8 points for the Indians. Other scores, how about Kaylee Hagerman? Hadn't scored all year, came in and scored 5 points. Couple long shots. One was a 3, one her foot was on the line. Kiana Meyer with 5 points tonight for Larned. Liz Herrera scoring 2, and hopefully Liz is okay after she left the court after being injured after a 3-point shot. Carly Lemus is going to be a good player. 5'10 sophomore, gets good position down low, but missed some easy shots tonight. She ended the night with 2 points. Keela Collins came in averaging 8 points, did not score in the game tonight. Abby Holt hit that late three-pointer, the 5'2 junior, and Ariana Hempkin played in the game but did not score tonight for the Indians, who now fall to 1-4 on the season. Great Bend Lady Panthers improve to 4-1, and again, third-ranked Emporia coming to town on Friday night to take on the Lady Panthers here at the Fieldhouse. Have some quick numbers able to pass along to us here real quick?
I do. It's, for Larned here, we'll start on their side. I talked about how their three-point shooting wasn't all that up to snuff in the first half. Completely changed that in the second half. They came out guns a-blazing, going 4 of 5 from the field for 80%. That bumped their game total for three-pointers up to 43%. For the game total, they made 35% of the shots. Great Bend holding them to a nice shooting percentage like they have been with their opponents all year. Larned couldn't get away from that turnover bug that they started in the first half. They had 13 first half turnovers, and that just carried over with 14 in the second half. 27 turnovers. Going to be pretty hard to win a game there for Larned. Moving over to the Great Bend side of things, they were able to clean up their second half a little bit. Only had 5 turnovers in the second half there, much cleaner half. Not only that, Great Bend got after on the boards there. They were able to out-rebound Larned in the second half by about 15 to 8, it looks like here. And in terms of scoring, the Panthers still couldn't get that three-point shot up. They were much better. They made 2 of 4 in the second half there. And overall, Great Bend was 16 of 44 from the field for this game. Not terrible shooting, but I'm sure Coach Beckham wants to see it improve, but she's going to be happy to get the win here. And I'm sure that they'll have a lot to work on, but I'm excited to hear from Coach Maddie.
Okay, we'll talk with Bill Maddie at halftime of the boys' game, which is getting set to get underway. Panthers and Larned Indians out on the floor warming up as we'll move into the Venture pregame show for the boys. And we'll come back and we'll hear the pregame thoughts of head coach Kyle Cree. Here at the Panther Fieldhouse on a Tuesday night, Panther basketball on